Okay.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to I believe round two of today's matches. We've got Rose and Sword versus Andy
10
Quiet and
seconds
friends. This
remaining.
is the Unreal Aussies Amateur Dota 2 tournament hosted by
5
myself,
seconds
Fracture,
remaining.
and today with me I have Maya. How are you today?
I'm good, thank
Reserve
you. Was
time.
really rushed to actually get on, but yeah, I made it, I guess.
It's okay. No, I've had admins AFK all day, so
No.
it's a nice change to have someone with me.
Hmm.
Well, let's get right into
Dire
the
team
game.
ban.
Rose and Sword, they went 3-0 in their group stages on Friday,
Hmm.
and they played a game recently this morning, and I believe they won that 2-0. They
Hmm.
versed TCPD
10
Gaming,
seconds remaining.
Okay.
and now
5 seconds
they
remaining.
well, they've gone dire and they've banning the Void, the Doom.
Reserve
Those
time.
really tanky late game heroes that are just obnoxious to get past. And Andy Quiet and friends doing the same thing as well. Get rid of the Death Prophet and the Lycan. So
Yeah,
yeah,
they've gotten rid of the silencer as well. So I'm wondering if they're gonna pull out yeah, they've really got the Brewmaster because he's such an
Radiant
annoying
team
hero to go
ban.
up against. When he's low, just press R and he gets to escape basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they Andy Quiet and friends pick up the Skyrath Mage. So I've actually been seeing Skyrath in
10
every game
seconds
this
remaining.
Hmm.
today and of yesterday. He's really
5 seconds
a
remaining.
first pick or a he doesn't really get banned
Radiant
because people can
team
actually
pick.
tend to deal with him. It's a simple BKB on the hero, and
Yep.
Skyrath is he's done for.
Yeah.
But he's a great support, and I believe every game so far has been picked up.
That's a good thing to note because Skyrath, I mean, early game he's really weak, but if you just position him right, he's really, really
Dire team
dangerous to go
pick.
up against. Especially that Shadow Shaman, he has to watch out for the Skyrath mage coming in from the sides to cancel his shackle or to just slow him down so he can't even catch up to hexing anyone on AQ and F.
Yeah, exactly. The ancient seal is. I don't think there's any animation at all for the ancient seal.
Yeah,
It's like an automatic cast.
yeah,
So
it
you
is.
really have
10
you
seconds
have no time at
remaining.
all to get away from that. And once you're silenced up, and I believe it's 3 seconds at level one,
5
so
Mhm.
seconds remaining.
it's still quite a long time if you're only level 3 and you're silenced for 3 seconds.
Reserve
Yeah,
time.
exactly. And it looks like AQF they just don't want to deal with any heroes that can push really well. I mean, look at the bans right now. They've banned out Lycan, banned out Death Prophet, and the Nature's Prophet as well. So I'm not surprised if they're gonna ban out yeah, well, I was gonna say Tinker, but Rose and Sword actually banned him out already.
Yeah. So they pick up the Wraith King, Andy Quiet and friends for the third pick of theirs. I'm not too sure if it'll be a support Wraith King. It
Radiant
could
team
possibly
pick.
be a carry, but I'm not exactly sure. But I'm assuming he'll be roaming around with the Skyrath Mage. You get the Ancient Seal down, and then probably a concussive shot into a Wraithfire Blast, and it'll just be a
Dire
nice early
team
one
pick.
gank if that's the case. But no, it seems the Wraith King will be a carry position this time, and for the Rubik will stand
Radiant
in and
team pick.
fill in that support role.
Well, Wraith King could be played as a carry here. AQ and F, they haven't actually picked up an off laner yet. I'm not too sure if the Skyrath mage will actually off lane by himself because it
10
just doesn't seem
seconds.
right. I
10
mean,
seconds
you have the
remaining.
Rubik to set things up for you, and it's a
5
great tri
seconds
lane with
remaining.
Wraith King, Rubik, and Skyrath mage. So maybe they'll pick up their off laners
Reserve
during the last
time.
pick. But yeah, if Wraith King doesn't go into the carry role, then I don't know where else he'll go.
I could possibly see a Brewmaster safe lane and a
Yeah,
Scarth Mage mid. It's been done a couple of times, not here, but I've seen other instances where Scarth Mage can go mid, pick up an
hmm.
early 6, get a couple of points up in the Ancient Seal,
Hmm.
and just start roaming once he hits 6, of course, and then you've got to transition from like the off laner into the mid to pick up some levels. But now Rose and Sword pick up a Tidehunter and a Lich, so I'm seeing a lot of AoE team play
Dire
coming out from
team
Rose and Sword
ban.
at the moment. What are
Yeah,
your thoughts on the Lich pick?
Yeah, I was gonna comment on that. That Rose and Sword have a lot of AOE and a lot of team
Radiant
fight
team
potential,
pick.
as compared to AQ and F. So I think AQ and F, what they're looking for is probably the Brewmaster to go around with the Skywrath Mage as well as the Rubik to quickly
Dire
get
team
to
pick.
get pickoffs basically. And with this last pick, the Viper, it looks like he's gonna go mid, get a quick level 6, get a quick mech, and once that once their team is ready, they'll start roaming as soon as they can. That's just to negate the team fight potential of Rose and Sword.
Yeah, right. This Viper pick, that'll be mid, but I'm a bit
10
concerned
seconds
for Andy
remaining.
Quiet and friends. They've only got I can see
5 seconds
two
remaining.
guaranteed stuns or disables,
Hmm.
and then you got the Brewmaster
Reserve
ultimate
time.
coming through for a third. But that's probably once in a blue moon
Yeah.
you'll get that primal split off. So if Rosensor play this right and just carry a TP at all times, I'm sure enough that they will. Be able to avoid ganks and what have you, but at the same time, Rosensword, they don't have much more or less stuns, if you will. There's the lit shot with the mini stun, and then it's just counted on the Shadow Shaman, and then there's the Titan ultimate, which is like every 80 to 90 seconds.
Well, you don't forget about the unstable current from Razor as well. It doesn't really do a stun, but it really slows targeted those people who use targeted spells a lot. So to me, that's kind of a pseudo stun where you slow down that person so
10
much they
seconds
can't
remaining.
catch up to you.
Fair enough.
5
Yeah.
The
seconds
unstable
remaining.
current, yeah. And the Morphling for the last pick. So there's your, I'm saying the safe lane farmer for
Yeah,
Rose and Sword.
I was gonna question, Rose and Sword, they didn't have really like a lot of right click damage until that Morphling was picked up. So it
Yeah.
looks like Morphling's gonna be I guess the shotgun Morphling, that style once again.
And that's another stun coming out for Rose and Sword, and that's more of a reliable stun than
Yep.
that's another thing that they needed. Well, Andy Quiet and Friends is just going pretty much DPS in both magical and physical.
I kind of feel that this game will be back and forth. Like
10
we'll see,
seconds. 10
whether
seconds
the
remaining.
AOE potential of Rose and Sword will actually
5 seconds remaining.
outlast AQ and F's gank potential.
Yeah, sure. And we're seeing a quick pause here. It wouldn't be Australian Dota without the the
Yeah.
pause.
So
and
do
there's
you want to explain a bit more about your tournament, like why you've hosted it, and so on and so
oh yeah,
forth?
sure. Well, Argives and I were Argives is away. Is possibly my sidekick.
Hmm.
We needed to promote our gaming community in a way that just to get the word out to improve on different things. And well, I'm a Unreal Aussies Dota 2 officer.
Hmm.
Say that 3 times backwards. And Argives came up to me and said, why don't we host a tournament? And well, recently this year, Unreal Aussies turned 10. Big
Nice.
1-0. We've been actually online for about 10 years, just gathering people and players to join our guilds and communities via across a whole bunch of games. And so we turned 10, and we were meant to schedule just like a small tournament that actually fell through. It was around about April, May.
Hmm.
And so in the end, Argos come up to me and said, hey, let's host a tournament. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty keen to do that. I want to get into the Oz community. I'll do anything to get out there. And so I put up some forums and made some posts, and then all of a sudden I was contacted by Southern Cross Data. They got out to me and said, hey, we'll promote your this is great amateur tournament. This is fantastic. We need more of this. I'm going to promote it for you.
Hmm.
And so they did, and all of a sudden teams from out of nowhere just started flocking up, rocking in. And I was surprised and stoked at the same time. I didn't know what to do, and all of a sudden I had too many teams, and I was like, oh Christ, well my tournament needs to expand. And well, in the end, I made 2 more group stages that were played on a Friday night,
Hmm.
and I had to really go out of my way to get that done. But it got done, and it was all nice. And then Saturday, all day Saturday, we had group stages. It's fantastic, and of course, this tournament was free to join. Being an amateur tournament, you don't really want to paying to play sort of
Yeah.
deters the fact, it sort of turns away teams that are just, trying to get used to the
Competitive play.
tournament. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're going to pay to lose, you don't really want to pay at all. So I thought, bugger it, make it free, and I'll offer a prize. These prizes, I've got $20 each player for first place, $10 each player for second, and just some chests for third place each player. So that's all coming out of my pocket.
Hmm.
Just for the fact that the publicity has been so great for me that I will, go out of my way to congratulate these players on playing my tournament.
That is pretty cool. So both teams just looking like they would just want to
30
hunt each other. I
seconds to
haven't
battle.
actually casted Dota 2 in a while, and this feels like it's the new meta where all the teams just basically don't even stay in their lanes and they just hunt each other down.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there's been a sort of like a pick ban meta as well. The Brewmaster, the Skyrath Mage, the support Wraith King. This has all come into new meta. The banning. If a Death Prophet doesn't get
battle
through
begins.
the ban phase, you'll definitely pick it up within the first 2 picks. And there's a DD room bottom, and it looks like the Razor will pick it up. Actually, you want to can you read any of these names on Rose and Sword?
I can't read a couple. I can't read the one that's on the Morphling. I don't know what's the first word. I only know the second word is wait, and I don't understand the first word.
That's right.
Chinese can't speak Chinese.
Yeah. That's right. Well, I'll introduce RS, and you can do AQAF.
Well, I could introduce RS. Kind of makes
Yeah.
life just easier. Yeah, I guess.
Sure. Well, I was just gonna say names of the heroes, but yeah, by all means, go ahead, please.
Alright, so on the Dire side, RS, we can just see some damage stealing in the mid lane, sorry about that. So on RS, on the Morphling, the name that I can't pronounce the first word of, so I'm just going to call him Wei. And then on the Lich, who is going to be in the off lane with the Tide Hunter, the Lich is... Oh god, that first word also, no, please. 大地一菜狗. So I'm just gonna call him Lich because it's so much easier.
Yeah,
And-
just call him Lich.
And on the Tide Hunter we have IGM Vis, I guess.
Let's call him LGM. I think it's a
LGM.
lowercase L.
Oh, cool, okay. And
Yeah.
then on the Razor we have Haha Kwa 123. And finally on the Shadow Shaman we have FIFA.
Yeah, I'll call him as FIFA. That's a legit name. I can do that. Well, on the side of AQAF, we've got Apple on the Skyrath Mage, followed up by AQ on the Wraith King, and we're running a tri lane safe lane with Hello Moto on the Rubik. Hello Motto, or hello Motto, and then over at mid, Mickey Magic. What's he for last hit so far? He's got 5-0, so he's losing mid to this Razor. Well, it is as expected. Well, at top lane, there's a bit of a scuffle. AQ lets out the Wraithfire Blast, and in comes the Concussion Shot, and FIFA's in a bit of a trouble. And AQ will claim first blood over the Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, this is a... Sorry, but I believe this is what most people actually call an offensive tri-lane, where, you send people down the off-lane instead. So yeah, it seems to be working out for AQAF right now because, they just have the stuns and the disables as well as the slows to basically take out a weak hero like Shadow Shaman.
Well, you've got the initial stun from the Wraith King,
Yep.
which holds him there for about 2 seconds, and then you've got the telekinesis, which puts him up again, and then from the telekinesis, you can actually bring them back into your own heroes instead of putting them back down again. You've got that that drop that you can bring
Yep.
them back down, and then you've got the nukes again from the Rubik and the Skyrath Mage.
Rubik, always a pleasure.
Yeah, so it's just a lot, and it looks like they're gonna smoke up, maybe even go around. Sorry about that. On the on the mini map, but it looks like they're just gonna head down to mid lane instead, possibly to try and kill this Razor. I
Yeah.
don't know if they can actually kill this Razor because he does have a point in unstable current. He's dealing quite a bit of damage from Minky as well.
Actually, this is a bit of a deterrent now. The lift, and he lifts him back down into front in the back of Minky. He's actually going to survive that, and the FIFA's actually rotated in, and Apple's going to get held for a shackle, and well, just survives. And he just clips him. So it's a 2-for-1 actually. Actually, Viper goes down in the. Minky picks up a double. There's kills everywhere.
Yeah, there's
Viper
kills
went
everywhere.
down. Viper went down his safe lane.
Yeah, that was really intense in mid lane because you kind of thought that Skywrath Mage would have escaped that, but he got caught in that, and basically the Shadow Shaman as well, just not enough right click damage from him. And also, I believe because the Razor was stealing so much damage from Minky, he could
Yes.
not do those right click damage that was needed. Oh, and top lane.
Exactly. Oh, RS, well, he's manning up on AQ here. The Morphling, and now he's Morphling Strength. Minky Magic's had the invis room, and he moves in and
Is under attack.
gets the last hit on the Morphling here. So 4 for 3, 5 minutes in. AQAF leading.
I was just really curious because RS did have a sentry ward here, and looks like there's gonna be FIFA's gonna get caught right now and just basically right click to death there. Wow, so like I was mentioning, RS did have a sentry ward here, and basically Minky actually walked past it, so I wasn't sure if the Morphling actually saw that in time because he just barely walked past the range of the sentry ward, so maybe that was just lucky for AQAF.
Well, the sentry wards don't actually give vision.
Yeah, I just realized that.
So-
Oh my god. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Well, down on bottom lane, the Viper's going to go down to the Morphling right clicks.
This Morphling is going to grow huge really, really quickly if they don't shut him down again and again. That's what I feel. I mean, past games with Morphlings, they were not fun. They were not fun indeed.
Not fun indeed. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, there's a bit of a scuffle in mid. Mickey Magic's coming through. He's going to get that. No, he's going to get chickened up first. In comes the Clapper, catches 2. In comes the Panda Split. Now FIFA's in a bit of strife, gets rocked up. He'll go down to the Brewmaster roll. 1, 2, 3. Actually clips the Skywrath with his Plasma Field. Gets rocked up again. And in comes LGM to well, Mickey Magic's in a bit of a deterrent now. 1, 2, 3 wants to chase. He's got the bottle. No, well, he's going to drop it now. He's got 4 points in Plasma Field over the static link.
Yeah, there was a lot of damage stolen from that stolen by that Razor. About like 112 damage taken off Minky.
Radiant's
So
middle
that
tower
was
is
that
under
was
attack.
huge. Like this Razor, basically, he has the lane dominance right now, and
Down in
AQNF
bottom lane,
Yep, go ahead.
Morphling. Morphling was silenced up just before he was Morphing Strength, and so well, there was a lift into nothing. So Morphling gets away with the skin of his teeth.
Yeah, he waved from away just as he got Viper Striked as well.
Yeah. And well, now the Razor's been silenced up, and he's got the DD rune. He's coming in onto the Viper, onto Kakashi's, and now he's been slowed. He's been slowed by the Viper, and one more last hit shall do it. No, he's gotten away. No, there it is. No, he's still alive. Everyone wants him. No, he'll go down to the poison tick of the Viper, and well, Minky Magic's actually coming in to scare off the rest, and well, FIFA just scaring him off with the other shock. But there's 4 from AQF down on the bottom lane, and it seems they want to
Dire's
stick
middle
around.
tower is under attack.
Yeah,
No, they're actually rotating in the mid now, sorry.
the Chain Frost was used by Lich as well, but unfortunately, I think it just hit one hero and didn't bounce at all. So it was pretty lucky for AQNF because they were stuck in a pretty bad position if 2 heroes didn't actually,
Dire's
if the 2
middle
heroes
tower
actually
is
came out
under
from
attack.
this secret shop area. But in mid lane,
Fair enough. And the Razor gets silenced up, and well, he'll just get away with the skin of his teeth. He's bottling up, and well, Mickey Magic's in for the thick of it now. AQ gets caught by the Ravage. He's got the reincarnation here. It's slowing everyone down, but there's no actual follow-up here. And now AQ gets shackled up, and well, Razor. No, well, that's a shared kill between everyone, so everyone's a bit pleased about that. They killed off the Breath King twice, and now Minky's found the rune, found the illusion room, and well, he'll pay for his troubles here.
What I think RS will want to keep doing is to actually fight every time the Brewmaster ult is down. So like, Minky couldn't do much because in that fight in mid, because his ult was still down for a second or two, and he didn't rejoin the team fight because his teammates were like, nope, we're not doing this at all.
Dire's top tower
So
is under
yeah,
attack.
RS will probably look to push or to take team fights every time Minky, every time after Minky uses his primal split. Because
Yeah.
that's the only way to ensure that they themselves don't get decimated.
Well, it seems the Thailand LGM has been stacking their ancient camp, and there's a max of 4 stacks at this ancient camp now. At their Dire ancient camp.
Yeah,
So I'm assuming he's going to be farming that with his Anchor Smash very shortly, and be gaining a Blink Dagger probably around 15-16 minutes. And then we've missed a kill at mid.
it's
Brewmaster.
interesting. Yeah, this Brewmaster, he was really low and he just didn't want to go back.
Radiant's middle tower
It's
is
interesting to
under
note
attack.
Razor's build as well. He's finally put a point in Eye of the Storm. Previously he did not have a point, so he should be, well, he's building towards, he has a buckler already, so might be building towards that mech. But bot lane looks like AQAF just looking to push right now.
Yeah, exactly. I can only think of the only mech carrier on Rose and Sword would be the Razor.
Yep.
Surely the Lich could. I mean, he keeps his mana pool nice and fresh, like constantly with the sacrifice. But in the end, it just
top
makes
lane.
Razor a lot more tankier.
Sorry, we missed the kill on top lane again.
I just caught the Chain Frost.
Yeah. And on bot lane, with Razor's going to go down very, very quickly here, but the pot comes in, and he manages to get away in time. Skyrock Mage looks like he's going to go down, but he manages to survive on a single digit HP there. And they will actually pick up, excuse me, and the AQNF will actually pick up that Shadow Shaman there, and that Razor actually went down, and that's a triple kill basically for AQNF.
Yeah, Mickey Magic operating the Wind Panda to put up the
Dire's bottom tower
the
is
Lich
under
in the tornado, while the Morphling actually waveformed onto the high ground of the board.
Yeah.
Ward spot there, and he couldn't get down, so the Skywrath Mage got away scot-free.
Yeah. Well, people will. I think someone was pinging the Morphling, but you don't really want to fight a Morphling head on by yourself because he can
No.
just do a lot of damage. You don't man fight a Morphling. That's it.
Unless you're like 3-man strong.
And even then.
I mean, yeah, it's like fighting water. You just can't fight water unless you got like a cup.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Kakashi's thinks he can man mode the. No, well,
Yeah,
he's
in
going to
comes
get
the Lich. Yeah.
Frost Blast away, and we'll share the slows. And this Dire Ward for RS looking out into the gank mode here. This ganking area, it's doing wonders. And now there's a 12-minute invis rune down at bot lane as well, and so both teams actually spot this out. Well, the Razor 1-2-3, he'll actually pick this up first. He'll see this, he'll pick this up, and well, he's used it straight away.
Dire's top tower is
Yeah, it
under
looks like this
Dire's structure
this
is
Tide Hunter might be
fortified.
going for his Blink Dagger right now, just farming that ancient stack there with FIFA standing from the back, getting the EMP. Yeah, so with this stack, I believe he should be really, really close. If not, he will be getting his Blink
Dire's
Dagger as
top
well.
tower is
But
under
he has to be
attack.
really careful. Yet, this ward up here just doing a lot of wonders for RS, just making sure that they can see who's coming in, as well as this ward over here where it helps them to see who's coming from the Radiant side.
Exactly.
Dire's top
Well, they're
tower
gonna miss
is
that
under
stack
attack.
just there, but we've
Dire's
lost the
top
tower up
tower
on top,
has fallen.
and that's the first tower for AQAF for Andy Quiet and friends. So that's a much needed gold bonus for everyone, and well, that's just given AQ his Blink Dagger. So Wraith King with a blink now.
Sorry, I'm like, yes, I was gonna
Struggling?
think that. Yeah, I'm just struggling a bit. I was gonna think that RS was gonna push bot lane, but it looks like they aren't gonna take any towers just yet. They're looking. Oh, AQ just ate
Oh.
that chain frost there,
But
and
that's Chain
Yeah.
Frost gone now for like another 90, 100 seconds?
100
No, 2
and
minutes.
yeah, 145 seconds.
Yeah, so 2 minutes 15. Goodness.
Well, chain frost is I mean, what RS have is that AOE potential, as we discussed during the drafting stage. We've seen that they also have the anti-gank potential, but in mid lane, AQ's gonna go down from that chain, Nova
A
there.
massive fight mid.
And then Ravage just gonna catch all of them up. AQ
catch
now
everyone
stuck
out.
in the ward, and he's gonna go down, taking all the damage from the tower as well as the ward. Basically, 2 heroes left on RS. LGM's gonna get stunned up there, caught up there, and now he's gonna go down to the right click of Kakashi with a double kill now, mega kill streak on him, and he's gonna go for one more. But gets KS instead by Vicky.
And the pings are coming out.
Yeah.
UKS my kill, buddy. What are you doing?
That's
Well-
I don't know if that's like space bot because you don't trade for heroes for farming morph. What do you think?
Exactly. Well, I'd say it's a much needed win for Eniqua. Just showing their potential as a team over Rose and Sword in front of like their own tower nonetheless.
Yeah,
So I think they've made a point for themselves.
yeah, they kind of wasted. The chain frost was kind of wasted as well. So I guess AQNF decided to hey, there's no more chain frost. That's probably the only thing that they are worried of. Because the chain frost can actually slow all their supports down and then put them out of position as well. So AQNF just took the advantage of not having the chain frost. They did have, they did face the risk of the Tide Hunter blowing his Ravage as well, which it did. But what's worse, a Ravage with a chain frost or just a Ravage?
I mean,
Yeah.
can we have both?
yeah, why
I mean,
not both? But
Yeah, why not both? But yeah. Someone presses R first, well, that whiffs, and then the other one, and
yeah, it's starting to become like whoever presses R first loses.
yeah, that's it. It's the just play the R game.
Oh, but lane
Oh,
bot is
Mystic
gonna-
Flare catching Morphling strength all the way through the Mystic Flare, and Hello Moto stole Morph strength.
Dire's top tower is under
Now
attack.
he's
Yeah.
just got to be careful not to,
So Rubik's just like real tanky all of a sudden.
Well, he has to be careful because there was a video about him going a full agility.
Okay, fair
Yes.
enough.
That was bad at mid lane because we might see
Well,
some action here.
Takashi's uses the Viper Strike on the Razor. 1, 2, 3 gets caught out, and it's actually going to die. In comes the Chain Frost, connecting on. Where'd the Panda go? Panda wasn't there. It was the Wraith King instead. So Wraith King dies. It's 2 for nothing. Razor just barely lives, and well, Panda wants to come through. Minky Magic now operates the Primal Split, and now he wants to chase the Razor. Here he goes. In comes the Rock. The Rock will just do just as what he needs. And well, now he'll chase into FIFA. He comes too. It seems the Fire Panda's disappeared somewhere. He must
yeah,
have died.
Yeah.
Well, his ult was just about to run out and blinks away straight away. Minky Magic, well, he's been gushed and he's been slowed, and well, he's well, now LGM's been silenced and slowed as well. Minky Magic now bottling up. Well, in comes a blink. Ravage catches Minky off. One more last hit for him. And well, Apple disappears with a Ice Blast. Well, Hello Moto's now screwed. Now he stole the waveform. He actually gets away with the waveform. And now he's been adaptive striked. And well, that's another KS. I mean, LGM was just going to whack him with his boat, but no, we're going to Frost Blast him to death.
Yeah, that team fight was pretty huge for RS because they did take down the Viper with the kill streak, and there was a lot of gold going the way of the Shadow Shaman. There was a lot of gold. because there
600,
was
670 gold.
Yeah,
While Thailand's killed Brewmaster for his killing spree and gained 450. So that's a massive win for RS. I mean, the tables are slowly turning.
Radiant's
16 to
bottom
15,
tower is
18
under
minutes
attack.
in.
yeah. If you look at the net worth graph, basically
It's taken
just
a massive dip, hasn't
yeah,
it?
it has. like from 5,000 all the way to 1,000 advantage of AQNF. So AQNF, I
Radiant's
kind of
top
feel if
tower
that they
is under
keep
attack.
stalling for time like this, they don't go for the team fights. They are going to just start losing out in this.
It's like, it's like this is like just mid lane only game, isn't it? We're just having team fights at mid lane
Yeah.
for like the last couple of minutes. Who cares about top and bottom? Just have fights mid lane. This tower's seen so much team fight.
Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised because I'm used to seeing Midases on the carries in most games I play, but this game has no Midas at all. I'm not too sure if I'm supposed to be happy or not.
No, we don't want to farm for half an hour. This isn't like
solo.
C gaming. This is like Australian amateur gaming. We don't care about our Midas. We just want to fight. So, well, the Lich is going to go down by some stray Rubik last hit. And well, Panda Brew, the Panda Rolt's coming through again, slowing up everyone. Razor's being put up in the air, and will now be shackled and Viper Strike, and he's lifted again. He's brought back down, and well, Minky claims the last hit on the Razor's life. So it's a 3-for-0 actually, and now they're going to get a tower out. There's no, well, there's going to fortify a tower for no apparent reason. Should just gave it to him and saved the fortify, but nonetheless, they still got it.
Yeah, and the Morphling didn't get the enough space to actually take this tower down either. He saw people actually walking towards him, so he decided, you know what, I'm just going to go up and farm. Which I kind of agree it's the right thing to do, because you can't do much as a Morphling by yourself just yet. Not until you have your Linkers, but the question is what time he's going to get it.
Well, in comes a Ravage, and it catches on 3. And as soon as the Lich jumped in, the Wraith King stunned him straight up, and well, the Wraith King's now blinked out, and Kakishi's is stuck in a war trap. And well, before he dies, he'll just Viper Strike FIFA and bring him down to like a smidgen of health. And well, over here, we've got Minky fighting on LGM, the Tidehunter versus the Brewmaster. What's he going to do? He's lost all his damage reduction with the Anchor Smash, and I think LGM will just keep on throwing his on. Minky Magic's now been chickened up. He's been shackled, and well, he'll go down to a Frost Blast. This Lich is just like kill steal all day.
All day, every day.
But on top of that, AQAF and friends take the bottom offlane tower for them. Safe lane tower, sorry. And now Razor's activated Eye of the Storm. He really wants to put it to good use, but AQ now uses his Soul Ring, throws a Wraith Fire Blast out, and actually gets stunned with the 2 levels in Unstable Current. He's coming through, he's static linking AQ. AQ doesn't have his ultimate up, and well, there's another kill steal for the Lich with the Chain Frost. And well, Hello Moto's gone and stolen the Eye of the Storm as well.
Yeah, I kind of felt that if they kind of man-fouled that just now, they could have saved that Wraith King. But I just realized that the Razor's stolen quite a bit of damage. He stole about 112 damage once again, so bad idea once again to just man-fight against a Razor who has stolen so much damage.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the Panda up here, he could have. There was a split second where he could have blinked away, but he decided to just run away instead of blinking away. So that pretty much cost him his life. He had at least a second on his blink dagger, and he could have just blinked away, but no, he decided to just run. And I was like, what? Why?
Radiant's middle tower.
Well, now Radiant's tier 1 mid tower is actually going to go down to the Serpent Wards of FIFA. And there is a double damage rune in the top lane, and no one has warded the rune wards. And no, as just I say it, Apple goes and puts a ward down and sees the DT, and well, 1, 2, 3 will pick that up. So, well, one man's ward is another rewarded.
Do you see that at mid lane?
Over at mid lane,
the Mystic Flare was used on the Lich, on the Morphling.
The Lich relocate illusion, yeah.
So that's not quite, because Mystic Flare cools down really quickly, like 60 seconds, but it's a huge game changer. You basically can just kill a very weak support with just that spell.
It's a huge mana deficit as well.
Yep.
Even at level 1. I mean, Skywrath Mage, he's one of the most highest intelligence gainers in the game, having 3.6 per level.
Radiant's top
But at the same
tower-
time,
Radiant's top
350
tower
for
has
your
fallen.
for a level 1 ultimate
Dire's middle
is quite a
tower
chunk
is
of
under attack.
mana. And well, tier 2, the tier 2 Dire mid tower will go down. Well, no, we want to defend it. In comes a... well, he's been silenced up straight away. The Tidehunter LGM just gets off the Ravage. Well, that's it. Chain Frost is going around, and now the Panda ulti comes out. And well, the Wraith King's slow. It's real. 4 of them. What's going on? The Panda ulti's now going around doing nothing. And well, there's 4 dead, and now the Panda ulti's just going to be... he's going to be kited down, and well... Minky blinks out the last second, but he's going to get held with the shackles. In comes the Gush. In comes Eye of the Storm. There is a Thunderclap, but it's going to do nothing. And it's a whole team wipe for the tower. So I don't know if I'd pay that.
Dire's
They didn't
bottom
even get the
is
tower.
under
It was
attack.
denied at the very
Was
last
it
second.
denied?
Yeah, it was denied
Oh.
by the Razor. So
The feels, hey.
yeah, I mean AQNF, they've basically
Radiant's
lost their
middle
advantage
tower
right
is
now. You
under
know,
attack.
their supports are not as strong as what Rose and Sword have, and they haven't been pushing in order to get to secure the advantage. Holomo's just gonna get stolen damage right now, and this is gonna go down.
Exactly, and well,
Yeah,
yeah, 1, 2, 3 is just man-mounting up on both of these supports. He knows that his 4 points in unstable current will save him. And well, AQ didn't have a stun for the Tidehunter TP just there.
yeah, he decided to stun the Wraith, I believe.
But in the end, it's 2 supports for
Radiant's
your
bottom
opponent's
tower is
carry.
under attack.
I don't know how to,
Radiant's bottom
you know,
tower
weigh
has
that up
fallen.
really.
Well, I don't feel he's a real carry right now. Like, this Morphling just got his Lincoln Sphere, and he's already got the Ghost Scepter in the stash, so he's gonna be the one that's doing a lot of damage, whereas Razor's just gonna go around zapping people, trying to do a bit of crowd control as well, by doing that static link on the Wraith King as well as the or the Brewmaster. You know, the supports on RS don't have to be so worried about these 2 heroes now.
Well, it's 25 minutes in, and there's 45 kills on the board. So it's like 2 kills a minute. Yeah, we don't care about farming, we just want to kill things.
Yeah, I've noticed maybe the reason why most of the team fights have been. Oh no, sorry about that trying there, but most of the team fights have been concentrated about the mid lane is simply because AQNF have always seemed to be. Oh, it looks like there's a smoke gang gonna come up here.
Yeah, Rose and Sword smoked up at their Ancients, and now they're moving into, and they see Apple and Kakashi's, and well, Apple, he's down to about the 3rd health, and Kakashi's now lays out the, no, he doesn't have the Viper Strike. Well, he's just going to get flagged out, and he's going to die for his efforts, and well, no one else can save him. There's 4 opponents there, Apple and Hello Moto just have to get out of the way, and well, a nice concussion shot will actually hit the Razor. And they can,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
well, yeah, I could say it's a successful smoke gank. Just killing off their Viper, which is what their 3rd position for AQAF.
Yeah,
No, their 2nd.
yeah. I kind of felt that probably RS wanted to just go and Roshan, but their smoke gang got rumbled, so they decided, you know what, we're just gonna take revenge for you guys rumbling our smoke gang. Our smoke, not smoke gang, sorry.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And now RS have the upper hand. I mean, they've got the Ravage and the Chain Frost ready to go, and they're probably, well, in comes Minky with the Panda ulti, and well, he's still getting there's still the static link up on the Earth Panda, and so Razor has all this extra attack damage. Well, the slow from the Wraith King is now operational, and now here comes a Ravage. And that was actually stolen by Hello Moto. Hello Moto now has a Ravage, and now he lets it back in. Well, actually, LTM's got a refresher. So I didn't even see that now. So there's 2 down for AQAF. And there's going to be a 3rd shortly. No, 2 for 2 now. These Ravagers have,
Radiant's
well,
top
no.
tower is under
LGM
attack.
blinks away into the scrub. And TP's out. It's a 2 for 2. And Rubik gets to keep the Ravage.
Yeah, he does.
I would say that's a win for the
Radiant's top tower has
AQAF,
fallen.
but at the same time, if We've got Morphling taking a tower.
Yeah, well, I was gonna actually, say that this is probably a win for RS because they did get the tower here, and the Morphling was not in the team fight at all. So this Morphling's just gonna, he's got his Ethereal Blade, he's gonna look to clean up, probably initiate and then clean up after his teammates as well. But now RS just looking really, really strong. Net worth graph, Morphling's just right at the top right now, with 13k worth of points. So they could probably take Roshan in the next few minutes and then start pushing to try and probably end this game because you don't want this Wraith King to get too strong. He's not reached his BKB just yet. Because he's opted for that Blink Dagger. It's just he's not as big a presence in team fights.
Yeah, right. And well, we've now got Tide just farming some more Ancients with his Anchor Smash. And I've witnessed that the Lich has now picked up an Ag Scepter, so we've got the infinite amount of bounces coming out from him, and his ultimate's up in 10 seconds, and it seems like they want to do Roshan before they take the next team fight. They are dewarding the Roshan area, and well, they're slowly but surely checking it, moving in, moving out, what's going on, sending the Morphing Illusion out. No, he's morphing into, morphing some, no, what's going on here? Okay, well, it seems the net worth graph is just taking a nosedive into RS's favor, and it's been a slow decline for the XP earned as well.
Yeah, they've been pretty equal in their EXP earned up till the 15-minute mark or so, and then suddenly just RS just gaining a lot of levels. Basically AQAF, if they aren't careful, this Rubik needs to be alive and alive in order to actually steal as many spells as he can. So his positioning will be very, very crucial to the next team fight.
Yes, exactly. He still has that Ravage. And it's a level 2 steal, so he'll have that for about 4 minutes.
Yeah, he does have Blink as well, so he can actually stay really, really far. There's a Viper Strike from Kakashi onto 123 here, but I don't think anyone wants to follow up.
Well, no, Mickey does, actually. In comes the Panda, in comes AQ. And they've all Blink stunned the Razor, and they're trying to work him down, but he's got the mech, he's just way too tanky. And it seems the Morphling just takes out the Skywrath with ease, and well, now the slow of the Wraith King kicks in, and well, they finally take down the Razor, but at what cost? There's 3 for 1, and well, AQ's trying to man it up on the Fishman, on the LGM, but no, well, ultra kill for the Morphling, and well, will he make it a Rampage? He will.
Radiant's bottom tower
I'm
is
just
under
laughing
attack.
right now because I think I know what went wrong that game. Two members basically blinked too far forward for AQNF, and the Rubik was just stuck here. And he got caught out by not only the Rubik but also the Skywrath Mage. So they were caught up here and they couldn't do anything to help their teammates at all. So basically just going in one by one. So that basically lost them that fight, and they could just RS just gonna do Roshan very, very quickly, very easily as well right now.
It seems that I think some people want to initiate and some others didn't.
Yeah.
And Minky being the captain is like, nah, we're going now, and Blink's in a bit too late, and all the others have just decided, well, okay, we have to compete now, and mistakes were made, I suppose.
Yeah, they probably the supports were probably trying to put up. I couldn't remember if they actually had wards here, but they might have decided to let's just go on the tower.
On the Razor?
Yeah, no, on the tower. Yeah, because the Razor was caught out, but Kakashi just got slowed down as well by the unstable current. So, he did throw out that really long range. Yeah, he does have Aghanim's on him.
Strike, yes.
So it's a much higher range there, but that may be just a scare tactic and just maybe miscommunication issues from AQNF.
Yeah, exactly. And well, now there's a haste rune in the top river. No one knows it's there. I mean, I like pinpointing out the fact that there's runes, really decent runes. Like if it's regen, I won't bother pointing it out. But if it's like a haste or an invis or a DD, then by all means, I'm going, hey, that's there. And well, Apple now knows it's here. And he's pinging out to the team, guys. Well, look, there's a haste room. Do you want to do something with it? Morphling's just taken the tier 2 bottom tower. And he's now man-manning up on Kakashi. The E-Blade adaptive strike. It's real, and well, 5 seconds. He's actually going to turn it. No, he actually morph strikes. He relocates back into top lane, and well, he scares off Apple a bit. And Apple's finding the thick of it, and well, AQ's now BK beat up, and in comes a Ravage, and well, it didn't affect AQ, but it got the Skywrath Mage, and now well, the slow, he's going to get kited down. It blinks, Mickey Magic, Primal Split, but by the time, the Primal Split was done, the Wraith King was done. And so, well, now he's just going to be kited around. He's invised up on the Storm Panda, and they're just going to hunt down the Earth one.
Yeah,
but
the Earth one.
It seems if they're letting it live on purpose, so he'll come back to that one. No, and now he blinks away instantly, and well, he gets gushed, and he's stuck in this corner here. Oh wow, okay, he's behind Don Blake now.
Yeah, that was just a very bad spot to blink into, because you can just get easily blocked out by opponents there.
Easily, yeah. Well, it seems AQ and F are letting this game slip out of their hands, and well, Brewmaster brought back Mickey Magic. Actually, he's brought back for nothing. He's, well,
Yeah.
RNS. Will they continue through to tier 3? I don't think so. Most ultimates are down. Well, Eye of the Storm's just come back online. We've got a level 2 Shadow Shaman. The snakes are real. They're coming through soon. But Morphling, he's got the Aegis, and he now has an Eye of Skadi flying out to him as we speak. LGM. He's got the refresher. He's got a Mystic Staff, probably going into a Shiva's Guard.
Yeah, and the Razor's just heading towards he's actually got his Argadon Scepter already, so he will be doing a lot more damage. But in mid lane, like that refresher's gonna get used, and the Ravage gonna catch out 3 heroes here. LGM's gonna pay for that by getting slowed from the Viper, but from behind we do see 2 heroes from RS coming in, and Kakashi just sees that Chainspell. The Chainspell's just bouncing around right now and basically just taking out and slowing a lot of them. AQ goes down as well, and basically 4 heroes again goes down on AQ and F, make that 5, and that's the GG called by Minky Magic.
Well, I just feel that team up was all over the place.
Yeah.
It seems the Wraith King and Skywrath blinked forward to catch a Tidehunter, and well, it seems the Morphing was behind them. So.
Yeah, they
Resin
forgot
Sword
about
take
that.
this game. Well, thank you for all listening and tuning in. Game 2 will be up shortly. I've been Fracture. With me is Maya.
We'll see you guys next game.